doing shit different. We doing shit different out here in the fucking HisBrother Podcast.
Oh man, we got Billis,
Billis, the illest.
the illest.
I know you feel it.
We got Rosos, just in case you didn't know Sos, in all blue. Thank you about that, by the way. And we got Philo. Let's not forget Philo P.
Philo P in the background. You know how it go down.
And sitting in the middle of all the midst of all this
Hoopla.
is Mr. Mo Ishmael.
Assalamu alaikum.
Mr. Mozambique.
Habibi Mo.
Mr. Mozambino. Mr. Mo Harry, Mo Problems.
Mo, you live in the area, Mo?
Buddy, Scarborough Ute.
Scarborough Ute.
Yo, through and through.
Damn, yo.
Shout out Scarborough.
Oh my God.
All day.
Yo, shout out.
That's what I like to hear.
You know what? He lives by I shouldn't be putting that.
Yeah, don't put that out there.
Yeah.
I
got the ops watching.
He lives in the building with all the escorts.
Where that new room massage place was.
Where's that at again?
Yeah.
No, if you guys didn't know, Mo's a world-renowned comedian,
Bless. Thank you.
hairstylist, handlebar mustache pusher.
Ooh, all day.
You know what I'm saying? Weightlifter. You know what I'm saying? 2 patties at a timer.
Hey, we push it.
You know what I'm saying? And you're also, can I say that? You're
Yeah.
a teacher?
Yeah.
He's
He
a
also
teacher.
is a teacher. We're not saying where, but he is a teacher. Everyone's a teacher, really, but he
Yes,
is
sir.
on a pro level.
An educator.
He actually has the license
That's it.
and the paperwork.
I did the paper, man. I did the
teach
school.
people.
I did the time. Now I can teach kids.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Did you say touch?
Teach.
Teach. He said teach. Teach.
Teach, man. I don't want to lose my job. I teach.
By the way,
Yeah.
does anybody want a Chrissy's cookie?
Is this a sponsor right here?
This is Chrissy's cookies.
You
Available.
got a s'mores? You got a s'mores in there?
There's a s'mores in here. There's a stuffed s'mores, a chippy chocolate, a birthday cake, and an ain't so plain Jane, because she's just ain't so plain.
God bless.
Okay, wonderful.
All of that. I love a good s'more cookie, man.
Yo, shout out Chrissy.
Chrissy's Cookies TO. That's the handle.
Virgin cold pressed coconut oil?
Virgin cold pressed coconut oil. You could literally have it on road, and then, you know what I'm saying? If you feel a little ash, you just rub it on your elbows. You know, get that thing oiled up.
Yeah, I don't wipe my hands after this. I just
Yeah,
wipe
you
it
just-
I just wipe it on my elbows and my knees.
I just get my my witch's crows right here, like this part right here. Everyone's like, "Are you thinking?" I'm like, "No, I'm just wiping down my cookie hands."
Hey, you ever see those dudes or people in general that like eat chips, and there's the people that'll like wipe it on their
Yeah, the jeans.
their jeans. There's the people that'll like just wipe it into their hands even more.
Yeah,
Like into the air.
in the invisible air.
They'll wipe into their jeans. There's the guys that'll do it their shirt, and then there's the guys whom I rate the most because I'm one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go for the top of the socks. They'll go top of the socks because like nobody sees the socks.
Yo, bro, I've never.
I'm a top sock wiper
Yo, I've never heard or seen that.
because nobody's seen the socks. The socks, you know, you
Yo.
get socks as dirty as you want. You know what I mean? You don't want grease on your pants, on your shirt, no nothing. You want socks is one thing that I'll throw away. So like it don't bother me to grease up my socks.
You strike me as the kind of guy that will eat a bag of Doritos and then just go up to a homie and be like, "Yo, it's good to see you, man." Grab the shoulders. Yo, what's going on? Scott
not
walks
that
away
guy.
with orange Dorito dust finger.
Orange
prints.
shoulder pads.
No, never that. I would never do that because all those Dorito crumbs and flavor will be on my socks already. They'll be on the top of my socks, okay?
I just look down. Hey man, you got some nice orange accents
Yeah,
going
she's
on
like,
there,
yeah,
Norm.
it's tie-dye, bro. It's tie-dye.
Did you go for a New York Knicks
See,
color?
there's already stuff on there. I already got crumbs on my socks. Be even
Legit.
pre-white, okay? I did it once already today, so...
Holy
That's what I'm saying.
fuck!
Like, if ever you find this stuff like, oh, I ain't got nowhere to wipe. You know oh no, I forgot the other people. I fucks with these people too. The guys that wipe their hands inside the pockets.
Ooh.
Inside pocket wipers.
The introvert wiper, hand wiper.
It's inside all them stains is inside them pockets. You see
Yo.
them?
That pocket's out of commission at that point. Though,
Yeah.
right? You can't put anything else.
You don't
in
put
that
your
pocket.
phone
No.
in that pocket
That's it.
anymore.
No, that's done.
That's you don't.
The key is to go for a spot on your outfit that nobody sees. Like you said, either the socks or like maybe the inside of the pant leg.
I knew a guy that
yeah.
did the inside of his shirt
Inside.
every time. Every time he'd eat a hamburger, have some ketchup right here. He's not saving that for later. He'll just flip that over like this and be like, "Hey man, I'm gonna go and see this right here." Or the
Inside the hood. That's a
ooh,
smart one.
Rosos inside the hoodie.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
I'm just thinking, what was that? Oh, your sando.
Oh, your
See,
sando.
Here's the thing, like a dirty sando versus a clean sando is like the difference between a serial killer and just a regular. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
when you
please
see-
explain sando to some people that don't
Yeah,
know.
what's a sando?
A sando is a marina, or in yeah, a
Okay,
tank top,
okay.
a wife beater.
Under
just
shirt, under tank.
Mm-mm-mm.
You know.
And I love that, like, there's some people that are like, oh, you can't call it wife beater anymore because you're glorifying wife beaters. I'm like, but I'm like, but I was like, no, it's actually, you shouldn't be saying wife beater because it's not exclusive to wife beaters. You know, murderers wear it too, thieves wear it.
Inmates.
You know, inmates.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be more inclusive with who wears these sandos or these. You know,
Sandos.
it's not only wife beaters that wear them. There's
Yeah.
other pieces of shit that wear them too. Okay. So you could also call them. Oh yeah, that's a murderer's marina, whatever, you know. But when you see it, like when I see people, here's the funniest shit. When I went to Vegas with my family, I had this one uncle that like he was just so old, and he had like his youngest son. He was like 5 years old at the time, and you could tell he's just like over it, right? It's like, whatever. You know, all he would do is just pick his chin hair, like this, and then the kids would be running around and like, aren't you gonna watch your kids? Just picking his chin. Anyways, we're about to walk into the MGM Grand in Vegas. You know, it's a nice swanky place. And here is my nephew or my little cousin with like this dirty ass wife beater or sando or whatever. And we're like, you can't. My auntie's like, you cannot bring him inside like that. and he's like, takes off his sando, flips it inside out, and puts it back on. He's like, there, it's clean now, huh? I'm like, oh my god, that's so smart. But I hate when people wipe their hands on the visible parts of their clothes. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, also, like, you know what I mean? If you're not, like, it's reflective of who you are as a person. If you don't care about stains, like, I understand if you've had a day out, you know, you went to the C&E or something, you know what I mean? Been out the whole day. Maybe you might get hit with a stain or two from a hot dog you're eating or something, you know what I mean? But, like...
Or a drive-by, like, you know, you're walking past a guy with a handful of fries,
You never
ketchup
know.
leaning off the fucking cliffhanger.
Something, right? But then it's like, if you're just showing up to things and you got, like, you know what I mean? Like, something stained up, something's torn up, not in a stylish way. But I used to catch beats for that as a kid. I used to catch beats when I was a kid if I left the house without cologne.
Oh, yeah.
Buddy, at like 6 years old, my dad was like, "Did you put cologne?" It's the most Arab shit ever.
At 6?
At 6
At
years
six-
old. At 6
Wow.
years, if I did not smell like cologne leaving the house, my dad would snap, bro.
What was your go-to cologne at 6? Do you remember or no?
I'm so sorry. My bad.
I don't think, you know what, man? I think we had a box of free samples, and I swear to God, bro.
Did you lick those off?
Yeah, it would just open it up and just break the top. It was one of those ones that you can't reuse, like the plastic.
The ones that
cap.
came in like sometimes in the magazines?
Yeah,
I was gonna say your dad's probably
Yeah.
like, Dad, I don't have any. That's no excuse. Get your mommy's magazine, rip out that page, rub the page on you.
Yeah, man. But even until now I have this thing where it's like I'm hyper focused on like hygiene. You know what I mean?
What's your go-to cologne now?
Good question. Hugo, I'm a big Hugo Boss guy.
Hugo Boss. The
I like
screw top?
Hugo. Yeah,
With the
screw
green-
top.
with the green-
with a red. Was it green or red? The
Red
latch?
strap? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was two, so those that's how they
You already
differentiate.
know, man. You already know. So that one, Armani. I don't know, man.
I wear Armani code.
Anything that like all the other Arabs would wear, bro. I smell like every Arab out there, bro.
So you don't wear Arab pheromones?
No, bro.
You don't let the natural pheromones ride?
No. Although I know that apparently that's the thing that some of the ladies like. You know what I mean? Just to smell like your natural scent.
That's why it's there.
But
That's why it's there.
But I also like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I get into like a cab and I'm like, this cab smells like BO, and I'm like, I wonder if chicks get into this. And like,
It's animalistic. Oh man.
They only like it if they like you. That's the difference.
True.
You have to like you and then like your scent to go along with it, right? If they don't like you, then that smell is repulsive. But if they actually like you, they like everything about you, including your smell.
That's not true though. You know what I mean?
You get a call.
Have you ever liked someone and been like, I like everything about you? That's a tall order, no?
Yeah. That's where
Everything?
Yeah. I mean, not everything, but like even at your worst, I'll still like that.
Okay, yeah,
know?
Fair enough.
Like-
Yeah, I hear that.
Like my girl loves my grassy smell. You know, sometimes I'm like, babe, it's been 2 days. I've left it. This is for you. She'll come in and just smell my musk, and I'll be like, yeah, you love me.
That's fun.
I love it.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so you get a call at 5:00 today to meet for a girl at 8. What's the cologne you're gonna wear?
Ooh. You know what? I always keep one on deck in my car. It's the
CC?
Calvin Klein Eternity. It's like a little
Ooh,
blue,
that's
blue-
classy.
CC
blue
car
bottle.
car cologne. CC.
You got it.
gotta
This
keep a
Guy said
CC on.
eternity.
Got it.
That's so
Eternity's
classy.
strong. That's a strong.
Yeah.
Like it's proved test of time. It's timeless. Like
Yeah, it gets the job done. You just gotta smell nice, man. You show up, it's your scent, man. You smell. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I've definitely judged people. First impression, where you meet someone, you're like, dude, it smells like a shawarma right now. you're like, bro, like, what the fuck's the matter with you?
I'm
Like,
batting
is someone
1,000
making
with cool
cumin
water.
lamb right now.
I'm batting 1,000 with cool water. Every
Yeah.
time I wear cool water, no matter what time,
Yeah.
year, whatever, someone's always like, "Oh, are you wearing?" I'm like, "It's cool water."
Yeah. What is cool water? Is
And
that
this
cologne?
isn't 1996.
You never had cool water
I've
cologne?
never had cool water. No.
Ooh, that's like the 90s.
Yeah,
staple.
Davidoff cool
That's what
water
I like.
cologne.
Ooh.
Oh,
Is it
man.
still? Like, you can buy it still?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can still
yeah.
buy
You gotta
cool
know
water.
a guy.
But
I know
cool,
a guy.
Cool water is such a dated smell that if anybody from back in the day smells something, they'll be like, "Oh my god, STC, you're remembering STC hot air balloons." Back when Scarborough Town Center, you probably didn't know when Scarborough Town Center had these hot air balloons in the court
In the center, no, I didn't.
right by the
Gotta bring
bay.
that back, man.
You know, that's like old. So, yeah, when I smell Cool Water or Eternity or CK1 or any of those
Ooh,
90s
I wear
fragrances,
CK1.
I could, because smell is attached to memory so deep. So like when I smell those old fragrances, I picture like the times I was with my dad, trying to be a man. Like, let me see what his Eternity saying. And I remember CK1 was the first thing I actually bought for myself because it was kind of like a trendy thing at the time. Anything Calvin Klein was cool.
Yeah.
So, but it would always make me laugh because I would see guys like dressing in grunge, like, oh, Nirvana, like all grungy, but then I could smell CK1 on them. Like, like you still found a way to put the CK1 on top of the grunge look. It's kind of interesting, but it's cool.
No one rocks it anymore?
I rock it a little bit. Yeah.
I think no one rocks it because they just don't know to rock it. I feel if it was one of those things where people smelt it again, we're like, actually, why did people start wearing this?
I keep a gang of like 1996 fifth grader teacher colognes.
Yeah.
Like old coach, PE coach cologne. Like Jupe. I keep a gang. I got Jupe. I got Jean Paul Gaultier.
Classic.
I got CK1. I got CKB. What else? Oh, Polo Blue, the blue bottle. Polo Sport. What else?
You got the red one?
Polo Red.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I like the scent, but due to some affiliations, I sometimes
Stay away from red?
it's like hard for me to.
No way, get out of
at
here. No way. This guy avoids everything that's red. He's just waiting at a stop sign, like, fuck. Man.
I get out.
Light? Shit,
Yo, I
man.
get out and I size it up. I'm like, what's up, cuz?
That's so funny. Yo, do you guys remember the? I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I don't know if they have it down south, but I would say mid 2000s, early like between 2003 to 2010. Everybody was wearing this natural oil that you can find in Kensington Market. Pussy.
What?
Literally, it's
pussy.
called pussy.
Yeah, we had it down south.
You guys had that south
Yeah,
too, right? And
yeah.
see, yo, when pussy, and I feel like it was a Rasta dread oil because all the Rastas had it, and like
Castor oil and like that.
it's one of those like it's one.
Yeah,
of
it
those
comes in a African
roller-
man sells
yeah.
at the, you know.
Like you can go to Kensington Market and Moses will be selling it. You know?
Yeah, 1,000%. Or if you shake his hand, you'll have it on your hand.
Yes, and it's a unisex. It's a unisex scent, right? So like women wear it, men wear it, but it's so good that like and so distinct. You could be walking and be like, I smell pussy, and the person wearing it be like, you know it. Or like, hell yeah, I got pussy on me all day, right? Until this day, that's one of my top 3 favorite scents. That random roots Jamaican pussy scent. It's funny because they'll put pussy on them and they'll fuck it, but they won't eat it.
All day with that, bro.
No, but it is one of those scents that if a woman walks in the room, it'll change the dynamic of things.
Yeah.
Like it'll be like, oh shit, why am I gravitating towards this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you have no idea why. It's like that and like lotus flower bomb. Certain scents like you smell and you're just like, my mouth is salivating. I'm like, am I looking at a buffet?
But can you imagine if vagina actually smelled like that?
Oh my god, I'd be down there all day. I wouldn't even like get. I would just be like, so what are we doing later? You know, like and not even looking up. Like there would be like an equator that I don't go past.
It's
Why
sad
did
to
they
say, but
call
I feel
it?
people.
Why did they call it pussy though? That's what I want. What's the historical?
I have no. I
significance?
think it's just something that everyone loves, like the smell. Like you can't go wrong with the scent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't go wrong with pussy. Like,
It could be controversy sells too. You know, like
Yeah.
they couldn't call it like taint. You know, like, yo, I got this taint. I rubbed
is
it on my
this?
arm.
what is the scent?
I like how
Soda.
I like how you're like you can't.
It's called famunda.
From under. Yes.
I like how you're like you can't go wrong with pussy. I'm like, you just imagine you put that shit on. Next thing you know, you're paying child support. You're just in debt. You look exhausted. Your shirt.
Why did I put on that cologne?
Stains start appearing on your shirt. You're like, God damn it, man, pussy.
Start wiping your hands on your shirts now.
Full circle.
No, for sure. I had plenty of homies that would use the oils, and like I'd be dapping up everybody, and then we come to the point where I'm getting closer to the frankincense, or or I'm getting closer to whatever type of oil. I'm like, oh god, okay, I'm dapping, and then when it comes, I'm like, yo, and they want to get the handshake, out of respect, and I'm like, no disrespect for the dap, but like every time I shake your hand, like man, like you could, yeah, no, I could start incense. If I grabbed a fucking paper napkin, I could just rub my hands on it and you could just light that joint right there. Straight up.
It's huge in the Middle East, man. I was just in Saudi Arabia, and that's all oils. No colognes.
No
at all.
colognes.
Just straight oils. And they like make it. There's guys that's like that's their occupation.
See, I think that's dope. Like,
Yeah.
if you could just make your own joint,
Yeah.
like according to your like pheromone or whatever. Da 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 da.
Yeah. How do you even get into that? You know what I mean?
There's a movie called Perfume. If you guys want to watch it,
I'd watch that.
I suggest you guys watch it. It's called Perfume. It's about a perfume maker, but he's also a serial killer.
Oh,
And that's all I'm gonna.
Okay.
But it's in French, and I don't speak French.
Is there subtitles?
There is.
I'm in.
There's subtitles.
When did you get back from Saudi?
I was there about a month ago. I went to Mecca. Yeah. My
Ooh,
mom's been wanting to
respect.
go for years, so I was like, she was like, I'm gonna go, and my brother was supposed to go with her, and then I was just gonna take time, to be away from family and just vibe out. But then my brother couldn't make it due to like circumstances, so I was like, you know what, man, this is like once in a lifetime, opportunity. And we believe as Muslims that like when this opportunity comes up, it's like an invitation from God. So just go, just don't even ask questions, just go. And I went, and it was life changing, man. I don't see anything the same way again, man. It's
That's
crazy.
sick.
It was like, words, no matter how much I talk about it, it'll never capture like what it was like. Because we did Mecca and Medina, and it really just the overall message. Like, it all happened within a week, and I came back, and before you know it, I was back on the plane, and I was reflecting on it, and I'm like, man, like, the only thing I could think was, it's all in God's hands. Everything we do, it's all in God's hands. It's like, you know, you want things out of life, and you want them so bad, whether it's a job or, you know, a girl or a career, whatever it is. But it's like, just know that timing is everything. And if you don't have it now, it's because you're not meant to have it now. You will eventually have it if it's meant for you. But you kind of just, you know, take your hands off the wheel somewhat and just be like, all right, well, I'm going to work hard. And if this is meant to happen for me, then it's going to happen. Then it will happen. So that's kind of what I got out of all that. Man.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. That's
Inshallah.
it. That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah,
So,
man.
it was
That's
blessed,
beautiful,
man.
bro.
Very lucky, man. Very blessed.
Appreciate you sharing that, man.
The people that you prayed for, do you ever check in on the people you pray for and see if your prayers came true?
That's a good question. I mean, I pray for family and stuff, you know, and it seems to
Also share some of the Instagram handles of the people you share. You know, this guy has the funniest new joke about like praying for people that asked him that they saw him on, like, people on IG saw that this guy was in Mecca. They're like, oh, pray for me, but he didn't actually know them, so he's only praying, asking like, please bless 456 Toronto men. Or like, he's using Instagram handles to describe who he's asking to bless. Like, that's,
Please
I'm
bless.
gonna pray for everybody, man. If you're asking me to pray for you, I'm gonna pray for you. But if I don't know your name, then I just gotta be like, yo, man, just, you know, Kush Poppy. Yo, bless at Kush Poppy _420, man. Bless that guy, man. A couple prayers his way, you know. So, he needs it. We all need it, bro.
We all need
yo,
it.
that's so good. Because now I'm thinking like, now God is up there, you know, taking all these messages, you know when they did Bruce Almighty and they made it seem like, you know, God has probably all these emails or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's just chill. Like, does he look at every email? Does he look at every message?
Yeah.
Like, what if he's like, I actually don't follow that guy, so
Yeah. His posts are weak.
I've blocked him.
He
so
DM
I can't
my
actually
chick. He
pray
DM
for
my
him.
chick, so I gotta-
He won't get any blessings.
Yeah. He's one of those dudes with 100,000 followers, but he's got one post. You're like, get out of here, man. Who do you
Yeah.
think you are, man? I want to snap when I see that.
God's like, Allah's like, sorry, I can't bless him because that's a bot. It's actually a bot. I would. Actually, no, I can't bless him neither. He's shadow banned. Shadow banned from Mecca.
Yeah, he's judging all the posts. He's like, man, this guy posts too much about COVID and the government conspiracies. I'm not really. Is it? Is that you?
Shadow banned left or right.
Shadow ban me, man. Did they check your vaccine going there?
Where? Oh yeah,
Like
for sure.
They scanned it physically?
No,
Or just-
like I mean, they just checked, you know, the government documents, and then they you had to do like PCR.
Okay.
Got it done at like Shoppers Drug Mart or whatever.
But that's when you're leaving, not
when
when
I'm
you
leaving
land.
and when I'm coming back.
No,
And you
but
have to
like,
get arrive can and all that. Sorry.
Yeah. I had to fill all that stuff out. So it was kind of a pain, man. I was just like, and coming back, our flight was delayed, and it's so funny because like we're feeling holy and we're feeling nice, and it's like a new take. But then all it takes is a flight getting delayed, bro. An entire airplane of people coming from Mecca just snap. All this like, hey, God is one. We are in God's hands. And it's just a minor delay or you missed your flight. How can you do this? Everybody's snapping. What happened to God, bro? Can't we remember that guy? You know, just patience,
for
right?
real.
But yeah, it was a trip, man. But yeah, to answer your question, I've been kind of reflecting on my life and reflecting on when I was in Mecca. I realized the things that I'm praying for are things that I already have. You know, because I pray for like good health. I pray for things that money can't buy. You know, but you realize like we're so much more blessed than we think we are. You know, because you just focus on the things you don't have, and that's your goals. But then you just stop for a second and think. You're like, yo, I got legs. I got eyes. I could see. I could talk. I got homies. I got family. I'm good. You know what I mean? What else do I really need? Like, you know what I mean? So it's good, man. It's dope.
You went with your moms?
I went with moms.
By the
man.
way, one of the most beautiful, kind-hearted people I've ever met in my life.
My God.
I had the pleasure of meeting her in the Chick-fil-A line.
Yeah, that's true.
It was so sick. I seen Mo, and then I seen this lovely little lady, and I was like, "Oh man, it's a pleasure," you know. We had
She loved your hair, by the way. She's like, "You have such good hair." And then she looks at me, just bald. She's like, "Why don't you have hair?"
Oh man. No, but that's dope. You had a chance to experience that with your moms.
Yeah, man.
You know, a lot of us,
Yeah.
like we were speaking in the car, mama's boys in some sense.
Through and through, man. Through and through.
Um,
You only get one of them, right?
Yeah, man.
That's
No,
when I see people like talking to their moms with like disdain and just like impatience. Yo, bro, you were in that woman's belly for 9 months while she was trying to be patient.
Yeah.
And then another how many years until you grew up
Yeah.
being patient. Learn to be fucking patient around your mother.
Yeah.
You know, dads, whatever. Because dads also are like, when you test their patience, like, fuck you. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You're testing my patience. Where mothers will be like, you know. But then I know those kids that have badass, like, they have really bad relationships with their mothers. Like, that does exist.
Mm-hmm.
Especially daughters and their mothers. You know, there's something there a lot. But, so you can't expect everybody to be, you know, the perfect children to their mothers or to any of their parents. But for the most part.
Yeah, at
you
the
know,
very least, give
if you
credit
had
where
good-
credit is due. Though,
yeah, if you
know?
got good brought up, see, if you could like really look back and say, nah, my mom did everything or my father did everything they could to be as good as they can, despite, you know, being human and just living in the society we live in, like you could always determine whether or not they're deserving of like that ultimate respect.
Yeah.
You know?
Facts.
And for the most part, I think just because they raised you, that's a given. But then there are those moments when parents can be shitheads too. You know,
I just believe even if they are shitheads, there is just the tiniest part of like acknowledgement. Acknowledge that these without them there would be no you. So at baseline level, even if your parents are garbage, I'm not saying be best friends with them. I'm not saying do anything, but just respecting them to be like, hey, what's up? You good? All right, that's it. Just checking if they're good. Just checking the pulse, you know. And I mean, everybody's got different relationships. You know, same thing. Brought up by a single mom myself. And it took me years before I, you know, developed good terms with my pops. But it was like a moment of like, hey, hold on a sec. Without that guy's ball sack, I wouldn't be here. So I gotta, once in a while, call him up. Hey, man, you all right? Health is good. You need any money? You all right? All right, man. We're not gonna be best friends, but I'm just checking.
yeah,
You know,
you're doing your part.
That's
You're
it.
doing your part.
Yeah.
That's it, man. I could go to sleep happy at the end of the day. So.
That's all Allah wants at the end.
That's
of the day.
it, man.
Hey,
That's
at least
it.
check up on him. You don't gotta worship the man like you worship me, the real father. But show some respect because
Yeah,
he made you.
yeah. And you're also you're half him. As much as you don't want to be like your parents, you guys ever realize that? Like the more you grow up, you're picking up tendencies
For sure, man.
from your
You start
family.
realizing later all the shit you were doing before, where it comes from,
Yeah,
and then you have to change that.
Oh.
Change that habit.
and that's the hardest part, right?
Yo, do you ever like? I don't want to say your son's. You know, you ever watch your son and be like, "Oh shit, that's me,"
Yeah.
like you know, like the way maybe like you hoop or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
and be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Yo, that's my move." Like
Yeah, man.
that's crazy. Do you show him your highlights or stuff?
Which, by the
You
way,
don't care about my head.
this guy's son
Yeah.
plays in an under 10 basketball league,
Oh no way.
and holy shit. Okay, I just left hosting, you know, the office hours basketball run. Shoutouts to Nicholas Boss. But I was more impressed watching this guy's under 10-year-old son bussing these kids taking a jump shot free throw because he's that small.
Oh,
He's got to jump from the free throw to shoot, but then chooks, you know what I mean?
Oh god.
It amazes me because I watched my nephew in his little basketball camp with all these kids that suck. Like, they have no skill. I'm like, oh, you kids are weak. No, y'all just play for fun, but this guy's son plays like he's going to make it to the NBA.
And you've been playing for a while? Have you been playing for a bit
Yeah.
yourself?
Oh, this guy's a baller.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Well, who'd you play with growing up? What was?
Just like different
The
teams.
streets.
OBA and
Oh,
all the
no
Filipino
way.
leagues and shit. Yeah.
Yes. That's awesome, man.
You-
That's dope.
High school ball and all that. Yeah.
That's sick.
And so what, you know, what are you saying? Scarborough Shooting Stars or what?
God.
CEBL? What are you
Hey.
saying, bro? What are you
Hey.
saying, bro? They
Imagine,
need
that would be crazy. That
Cold
would be
world.
crazy.
Philo's gonna be on it.
Imagine
Philo's
throwing an alley to
playing on it.
Cold
Dog.
World, bro. Why don't you try out, man?
Politics, dog. I could low key be. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Don't give me
I'm
that.
joking.
Don't give me that politics.
No,
You nice, and you know. I don't even know why you're not running in office hours, bro. You should be running in those too.
Ask Nick that, bro.
You just show up, bro. It'll put you on. Come through, show up. We'll put you on, my guy.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that.
Hey, man.
Now he's in my men's league team right now, though.
Okay.
J. Cole's coming to office hours. Dog.
That would be nuts. I wouldn't be
Okay.
surprised, to be honest.
No, seriously, I wouldn't be. I like, It could be subjective.
That's
but-
Yo, this is the craziest thing that ever happened to Scarborough. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
this is the biggest thing to ever
pretty up
happen to
there.
Scarborough.
One of them.
What else?
What
What
else?
was as big as Jake Cole?
Lindo P.
Besides Lindo P, dog.
You're underestimating Jollibees coming to Kennedy and Progress.
Jollibees was, yeah, you're right.
That's a
big.
Scarborough heritage moment.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
We all just took a second right there. We were like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right about that.
Yo, there should be a Jake Cole Jollibee collab, bro. At Kennedy and
Oh,
Progress, dog.
J. Collibees? Yo, mark that down right now. Boy, is a trademark.
Jake Hollibees.
Jay Collie B.
Collibees. And it's gonna be homie just that's so funny. Did that camera die right when we said that too?
Always with the
Oh,
good
go
shit,
ahead.
bro.
Don't worry.
Scarborough was Baca performing with Drake.
Mm,
With the Grammys.
yeah. in
Oh yeah,
Vegas.
that was crazy.
Outdoors.
Yeah.
That's a huge one for Scarborough. What about Bare Naked Ladies going platinum?
Oh yeah, no, that was huge. Yeah,
A lot of good. A lot like
Mike
Jim-
Myers' new
Mike
new
Myers.
his
Yes, Stephen Leacock. He went to Stephen Leacock.
Mike Myers' new series. What's it called? Fuck, I forgot the name of it.
Oh, that
Oh,
on
the
Netflix.
Illuminati shit.
His name is Ken Scarborough in the fucking show.
No way.
Yo, that it's honestly brilliant.
It
It's
is.
it's like
Low-key
classic Mike
subliminals.
Myers subs. Yeah, I know you. I don't gotta
Illuminati's
talk to
insane,
Pebs, dog.
man.
Pebs knows, dog.
And then they made the Mike Myers Street right at Kennedy and Eglinton, right by Good Lad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know though. J Cole. We'll see how the J Cole thing goes. Because who knows if he's gonna play every game.
He's gonna
Oh,
buy
yeah,
a house
okay, so
out here.
he's- So shout outs to Alicia from Extra Gravy. She is now their announcer.
Nice.
Amazing.
She's the first female basketball announcer ever. in
Yo, that's
Canada.
dope as
Oh,
fuck.
Hey.
She's the
Okay.
Herbie. What Herbie is to the Raptors? The Raptors.
Yeah.
She's that.
No, she's perfect for that.
CEBO.
Yeah.
And she's on some like, she's jumping back and forth between the CFL doing Argos stuff. She's that for the Argos, and she's that for the Scarborough
Tough,
Shooting
it's tough.
Stars.
And then she's from Scarborough.
And
Right?
she's from Scarborough, real true Scarborough girl.
Damn. Okay.
So, but what she was letting us know was that it's not going to be like his stint in Africa. He's actually here to play every single game.
Wow.
And
He'll probably have some
he's
shows
here
out
all
here.
he's here the whole time.
Nice.
He's not just here to like show face at 1-2 games. He's here the whole time. Also, little fact. So this dude that used to run, I forget what Niagara team it was, but it used to be part of the NBDL, the Niagara Wildcats. Let's call them that, Wild Lions or something. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that guy wanted the NBDL or whatever league his team was in to be better, but like the league wasn't listening to him. Was kind of like falling off. They weren't really growing. So the guy just pretty much bought out the league, brought out all the teams, and pretty much owns every team now in that CBDL, whatever, CEBL league. But then there's only one team that he doesn't own.
Scarborough.
Scarborough fucking Shooting Stars.
Scarborough Shooting
Who
Stars.
owns
Bro, shout out
the
to
Scarborough
Shout
Shooting
out to
Stars?
Shout out
fucking
to Sal.
Nicholas Carino.
That shit's
You know
That's
what
who
I'm
owns
saying?
it?
Young Neeks,
Oh shit. Okay.
right? OVO's finest.
Shout out to Pan Am for hosting it.
Shout outs to Pan. But we were saying this guy's literally
Shout out to
OVO lives out their dreams. Every Toronto man's dreams. Okay, this guy, performed did a music video in the Sky Dome, front cover of the CN Tower. Like this guy literally said, you know what? I'm gonna set up shop right across the street from Pope John Paul, where I used to go to school. Let's go. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, everything is. They're just they're living out every single dream that a Scarborough kid could have.
Yo, it's crazy because when Drake set up shop in Miami, when he first got signed with Wayne, it would always be like, yeah, they're just pumping good music, good tunes. Some of the soundtracks of like my fucking years down there when I was hustling, like you could just turn on and I could hear a Drake song and I just know exactly where I was, But it was always like, no, they're gonna pack up and go back up. As soon as his contract's done, I know he's gonna make the music he wants to make. Mm-hmm. He was making the hits with Wayne, like fuck, bro, featuring on everything, bro. Drake was everywhere. But then when that album right out of the contract was like, it was something we'd never even fucking, you know what I mean? It was like the first time I heard House of Balloons. Like I never heard that sound you know, like when then that sound that he came out of the contract with was like, oh fuck, like this is it, this is Toronto, and then he fucking started setting up shop. From that point on, it was like we're pumping Toronto now, you know, like that's how I felt. I don't know, because like in Miami, it was like holy fuck, like they were like a real team, you know, and you see them out, but like boom, it'd be right back to the fucking working 40 in the fucking Mondrian, just fucking pumping joints out. Like
He's great, man. I want to know where I can cop one of those Scarborough J. Cole jerseys, though.
I think there's a pop up in Town Center.
And they're selling his jerseys right now.
There's literally a hoop in Town Center.
I saw the hoop. I didn't,
Yeah.
buddy. I just want to get a J. Cole Scarborough Stars jersey, man.
Sheesh.
Right?
I'd want it for sure.
I want a Mo Ishmael Scarborough Stars personally.
Scarborough Shawarmas.
Oh, I just took you.
Scarborough Shawarmas.
Oh, that'd be a sick name.
Yo.
Honest Ed shirt?
Yeah, that Honest Ed shirt is crazy though, by the way.
Bless, man. Shout out Peace Collective.
And the watch, bro.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. This is a birthday gift from, I don't even know. And then this was just a, I don't even know, man. Just life, man. Just life.
Just fucking life,
Just get
bro.
through,
Hold on,
man.
real quick. I know I mentioned socks earlier, and you are a sock man.
I'm a
So
big
you're
sock
not the
guy.
guy that wipe your hands on your socks.
Never wipe my
Let me
hands
see
on my
your
socks.
socks,
When you were
bro.
saying that, I was cringing, bro. I was like, I can't believe this guy's disrespecting socks like this, man.
Yeah, let me see your socks real quick.
I'm about the stance socks today. I got
Oh yeah, comfort.
yeah,
stance,
man.
straight
All about
stance,
stands
yeah.
is just the plain reds, but
Mm-hmm.
I got a whole collection, man. I got the floral and all these other Aztec designs and Mayan, whatever, man. It's just I love socks, man.
Everybody
You know?
always, anybody that has any care for style will
Yeah.
always have like at least one accent.
Yeah.
Your accent, you have two to me, sometimes three. One of them is your hats.
Yeah.
One of them is your socks,
Yeah.
and the other one is your mustache.
Yeah.
Depending on the thickness of the handlebar,
Yeah.
and how deep they go. Sometimes, like I see, like you let it go into like
Hulk
under the
Hogan?
jaw bone.
Like Hulk
jawline,
Hogan,
man,
like Hulk
almost.
Hogan styles.
Yeah,
like,
like almost so like it's almost like borderline hanging off. You know what I mean? Like
so it goes to Manchu. It goes
goes-
like
yeah,
Hulk
yeah,
Hogan
yeah.
into the Manchu.
Yeah. As the days get longer, so does the stash. Just let it go deep, man. By this time next year, it's gonna be down to the neck, man. It's gonna attach to my chest hair.
yeah, I was just gonna say, if you're one of those guys that like do the full attachment to the chest hair and like turn it into like it's my
No.
chain, bro.
I'm gonna be like, is that the lead singer of Metallica?
Metallica.
Metallica.
Boom, Pun City, baby, Pun City.
I used to do the beard, man, and then my face was getting a little hot, so then I just shaved it, man. I kept the stat. I can't do naked face, bro. I don't have the
Yeah,
face for
booty
it.
face Johnson.
I don't
You
have
can't
the
do that
nose.
thing
I
right
don't have.
there.
I just don't have the face for it, so I just keep the stash tip. It's like a safety blanket, you know.
I mean, you had it. Your like when you look at your teenage years. What am I talking about? You had a mustache when you were a teenager.
no, that's my brother, man. He's,
Okay.
He's the.
I just assume Egyptian men are just mad hair, like
Yeah, yeah.
from the moment puberty hits. You guys don't even get peach fuzz.
Buddy,
Like
my
normally, I'll make fun of like my little nephew, be like, "Oh, you're getting up some. I see the peach fuzz. Huh? How many do you have now? Huh? Four pubic hairs now. Huh? Yo, by the time a Middle Eastern man hits puberty, it's like 0 to 100 real quick.
Well, my brother had his mustache in grade like 7 or 8.
Oh my god!
And we came to Canada when he was in grade 8. I was in grade 3. And I remember his boys in his grade 8 class were like, yo, Ahmed, how do you say mustache in Arabic? And he goes, Shanabi. And like, yo, that's this guy's name, Shanabi. And that's what
What
they
up,
called him for
Shanabi?
years, bro.
Yeah,
Like, yo, what's Shanabi saying? You want to play some soccer? But he was the best. Shanabi. They used to call it, because we were also, obviously a little bit brown or whatever.
Yeah.
But he had this big yellow jacket, so these kids would call him
Yellow
Beef Patty.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
Beef
just-
fatty.
Beef patty, right?
Oh,
It's
God.
brown on the inside, yellow on the outside. Yo, look at this beef patty. Shut a beat. Play some so scared. Love soccer, man. My brother's a soccer legend.
No way.
Legend. Swear to God, bro. It's like I went to high school after him, and it was all these stories that he would come home and tell me. I'm like, this guy's just talking shit. And then I went to SATEC, right, to Porter, and I walked in, and his homies that were a little bit younger, they're like, yo, they called me Mini Ahmed. They're like, yo, Mini Ahmed, buddy, your
It's
brother's
like you.
a
It's
legend.
like your first day in jail.
Yeah,
And your brother just got out of 30.
yeah. His homies love me. Teachers hated me before they even like, yo, you're Ahmed's brother.
Yeah.
Yo, forget this guy.
Yeah.
Write me off
No.
immediately.
Yo, you get 2 phone calls, bro. You get 2 phone
Done.
calls.
It's game over, man. But yeah, this guy scored a goal because he played soccer is just in his blood. So this guy scored a goal from half field. I think it was in Birchmount Stadium, or they were facing Birchmount, one of those. But this guy came home and he's like, "Yo, I just scored a goal from center field." And I was like, "Nah." And he's like, "Yeah, bro." And I was like, "Whatever."
That's crazy.
Years later, I go to high school and people were like, "Yo, Mini Ahmed, you know your brother scored from." I was like, "No."
It's like the fucking Napoleon Dynamite. I used to throw a football over those mountains.
Yeah, man. But he wasn't lying, man. His boys were just like, "Yo, that goal is like historical." Like
Sick.
everybody knew about that goal. It was like his version of Kawhi Leonard's The Shot. But I think they lost the game, but he still scored. You know, he had nice goals and nice goals, so that's it, man.
You played soccer?
I did.
Football,
yeah.
I mean? Football.
Soccer,
You
yeah,
played
soccer, football. I played football too, man. I played for one season in grade 9. I got rocked.
Same here.
Oh, buddy, I was
You know,
so
that's
small.
that's so ironic. 9th grade, I got fucking hammered.
Destroyed.
And I was like, nah, man, I didn't stay pretty. Play basketball, though. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I can't.
Yeah. It's good though, man. There's something to be said about, you know.
Well, they put me on defense,
Oh no.
and I was a fucking liability out there.
Yo, funny thing about all that, bro. When you're on defense, 'cause I knew for a fact I couldn't play soccer,
Yeah.
but for some reason in my school, I made the soccer team. But I think it was just because I was so enthusiastic. I was just a great teammate to have on the sidelines. And there was this one championship game. They finally subbed me in. I'm like, oh, like, I won't let you guys down. And I was literally screaming my defense was just me screaming. I'm like, I'm coming for you! And I'd like run towards the guy like, ah! I was literally screaming the whole time. And people were just like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? And it was throwing their game off. Because I'm like screaming every time I'm running toward him. I'm coming for you! Oh, it's your turn! And just everybody on the sidelines is dying of laughter while I'm screaming, just like with all the enthusiasm of the world. I was their junkyard dog. I was their JYD. So everyone's just like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, Filipinos were supposed to play soccer! Sipa, sipa! And then we won. We won the championship.
No!
Shout out to
No fucking
we won the
way.
championship, man.
That's sick.
Big ups to the MVP, Mark Oti Frimpong. We did that.
Yo,
We did that.
I'll be honest, bro. Yo, when you go from like talking straight into the fucking accent, it fucking murders me. No matter where I'm at. You could be talking to somebody like a JFL or something, whatever. Like, yeah, you know, I'm from a place where you have to. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm dying, bro. Speaking of JFL, Philo's bringing it up. Are we going? I mean, I know you guys, JFL.
I want to go, but I might be in California.
Ooh.
But leading up to it, because it is a full week,
Ooh.
I might be there for like the first few days. But we all know like it's popping on the weekend. You know, the last 3 days is like
Last 3 days, you don't
and
sleep.
they're making up for past lost time.
Last 3 days is gonna be fucking Benicio del Toro and fucking Fear and Loathing Las Vegas. That's how.
I think Montreal was lit this weekend. That passed.
Bro, Metro look crazy,
That looked
bro.
crazy, man.
That shit look
50 Cent
nuts.
It looks like Lollapalooza.
Yo.
Montreal?
Yeah.
Bro,
What?
Yeah.
Let me
No.
tell you guys who was on this Metro bill, okay? Metro was next level because everyone's talking about, oh, Toronto rolling loud. We don't got shit on Metro's lineup, okay? These guys had,
Wait, 50 Cent came out, bro.
And he performed.
Oh my god.
okay, he was basically the closing act on the Sunday. So it started off with, let's see here, okay? You ready? Are you fuckers ready? Wait, this is an old one. 2021.
What is that, a festival? Is
Young-
that what
Yeah.
that is?
So the first one was supposed to be, this is funny. Day 1 was supposed to be Young Thug.
Oh shit.
Day 2 was Lil Baby. Day 3 was supposed to be Playboy Cardi. I don't know if this is, this is,
That sounds like this one.
yeah, that's this one. But the actual one was, they had, Lil Baby, The Baby, Playboy Cardi.
All the
So-
babies.
So many babies.
All the
Living in
babies.
daycare.
Lil Pump, Trippie Red, Tekka Don Tolliver. But okay, where are the big ones? I'm trying to find the one poster where it showed like all the headliners. But when I saw 50 Cent was one of the. Okay, here we
Yo.
go.
I was like, whoa.
I would have paid fucking big money to hear Wangsta out of a fucking.
This is, and this is not like nothing new. 50 headlined back in 2020. So 50 must have known like, nah, this place
50's
is
got a
too
bitch up
ill.
here or something. I mean, he's got a girl up here.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got a thing out here. But when I saw that 50 Cent was one of the headliners, you don't see nobody in Toronto like booking a 50 Cent because I don't feel like we would truly appreciate him in the way that what Montreal appreciates, they appreciate. Because
I
you
think
know,
all of Woodbridge would leave and go. I hear 50 Cent in
they
Woodbridge
still,
only.
They
like,
still bang white shit like it's like
yo,
it
it's
just
fucking
came out,
brand
bro.
new. I hear, what up, thug? What up, gangsta? I'm like, where the hell?
And then right
We're
after
in
that,
Woodbridge.
oh, here's, where do you go?
Go!
My lovely, I want to know, where did you go?
What is love?
Back into many men,
Wish
many,
death
many,
of-
many.
Yo, that's the illest mix. What if you had a night that was just back and forth with those? Oh, that would be
That'd be so
confusing as
good.
fuck.
There's a new club in Scarborough or some shit, man.
Okay.
What?
Jeez,
Okay.
new ting, dog.
Bro, there's this.
Yo, everything's on the Kennedy Strip now.
Yo, Kennedy is
Yo.
coming back. Because do remember, Kennedy used to be the spot. That's where people go for Joker nightclub or
the car
Casablanca
meets and
back in the
shit,
day.
too.
The car meets, Millie's as they would call it. Back in days, like close to Millie's Donuts and Milliken Mills or wherever. Yo, we're going to Millie's to fucking fucking the fucking Lord Honda Civic XERD LG thing with extra fucking tinted windows.
You
and
missed some
lower
letters, dog.
intake.
You missed some letters.
Yeah, you know what's the craziest shit? I don't know if you've ever been to one of those and watched the races that they move up a bit north and they do the races. So these guys were racing. One dude like loses, control, smashes into his whip. Everyone's running towards the car. I'm like, oh my god, everyone's so nice. They're going to go help and save this guy. This guy pulls himself out. This guy pulls him out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he pulls him out the window, they both run. And then everybody running to the car starts stripping the car of all its parts.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, what is this? And I realized they have, it's known that if you crash your car or anything bad happens, just strip the car so it looks like it was stolen. So everyone knows that. So everyone's just taking whatever they can take. Yo, grab the rim. Yo, grab the spoiler. That one's still working. Grab what's in the inside. But whoever is driving the car is like, yes, please take it all because I just fucked up my car and I didn't want my insurance to claim. I want my insurance claim, and I can just say that it got stolen and someone was joyriding it and stripped it of everything.
So they stripped the rims?
So they strip. I have never seen. You know when you see that stop motion or like the what do you call it when time lapse videos remember that 9 Inch Nails music video?
Yeah.
When like that corpse was just like slowly deteriorating, My empire of dirt. Right? As this fucking thing's like quickly, just slowly deteriorating, that's what the car looked like. Just people just grabbing shit till it was stripped to nothing. Someone even stole the rear view mirror. I was like, yeah. It took the rear view mirror, like you just like not even like off the. Normally you gotta like melt the glue and then like take it off nicely. And then just ripped it off. I'm like, yo, you can't even use it. It's broken now. Whatever, bro. I could use this mirror part. I don't need the latch. You guys are crazy.
I would have went for the airbags.
I think it was already deployed,
Oh fuck.
so they were used.
Imagine John the Barber with a screwdriver trying to take it out. Everybody took the rims and everything. I want the airbags.
Yeah, give me the fucking airbags.
Dude, there's a perfectly good sound system. I said I want the airbag.
Don't nobody touch the ABS. Allegedly.
That's crazy, man. This Kennedy, man. Remember Drake when he opened up Habibi's or his boy opened up Habibi's? That was right off Kennedy.
I was on Kennedy.
So Kennedy's the spot, man.
I'm making progress like Kennedy Commons.
Jeez. lyrics. Big lyrics.
No, Kennedy was like the destination point for any newly landed immigrant moving into Canada, into Scarborough. Because it's just like, hey, man, you need furniture, you need everything. Just go on Kennedy Road. You'll find anything and everything along Kennedy. From Eglinton, from Lawrence, I would say. From Lawrence all the way up to 401, you could find everything for your household needs along Kennedy.
Yeah.
You still can.
Oh yeah, buddy. There's you want a couch?
Yeah, there's
You want a
everything there
bed?
still. They have everything
Want some food? Dollar store, all sorts of restaurants and stuff. Kennedy Road, man, that's the spot. Where did your family move when they first came to Canada? What area?
Scarborough.
No, but what area in Scarborough?
Just by the Guildwood.
Okay.
At the top of the Guild. Just on Kingston Road and the Guildwood entrance.
Yeah.
And we're still there till this day. That's like the family house. Like everybody, my mother, every single aunt and uncle has lived in that house at one point. And like he just kept on changing owners. But like everyone at some point lived there within the family. Right? And now it's this one aunt that still holds it down. But that's where everybody goes for family jams. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Whoever's got the biggest yard is going to host all the fam jams and the Christmas parties and da-da-da. So that generally was a spot. But, I would say Scarborough's where everyone started. And then now we've, in typical Scarborough fashion, you move to Durham. So now they're all in Whitby.
For real.
That's how it goes. What about you when you came here?
When we came, we didn't really know nobody. Like we had just made the decision to move to Canada, and it all happened over the course of a couple months, and we didn't really have any friends out here. We didn't have anything. So when we moved here, we literally got off the plane, hailed a cab, got in the cab, and we're like, just take us to a hotel. We don't know Scarborough. We don't know anything, and this cab drove us right to Scarborough. And there was, I guess it's called the Radisson now, but it used to be a travel lodge right off the 401. It's like, it was like Vic Park and 401.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You know, when you drive by, it's like this kind of semicircle or whatever. So we were there for probably like a couple weeks. And then my dad was calling family back home. And he's like, if you know anyone in Canada, link it. So it was just like, so after a while, he found a cousin who knew another person who knew another person who knew this guy named George. And George lived in Canada. And George is, Egyptian guy living in Canada. And then, out of nowhere, this George guy comes knocking on the hotel door.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got to get you guys a place. Whatever, we're okay. Before that, we didn't know anything. We didn't, like, we
He was like Liam Neeson in Taken. Like,
yeah.
I have passports and a certain set of skills.
So you weren't born here?
I wasn't born here. My parents are both Egyptian. I was born in Saudi Arabia because they worked there at the time.
How old were you when you came here?
I was in grade 3, so like 8 years old, something like that.
You remember a lot then.
I remember a lot, man. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Because I still remember like us taking the bus and we didn't know what transfers were. So every time we got on an intersecting bus, we would pay fare again. So you know what I mean? It's just like, so every trip was costing so much. We didn't have any money, no jobs, no nothing. But then this George guy came and he was like, okay, so we got to get you a place. So he found us a place that was like in the newspaper. This old Jewish lady named Frances, and it was like sharing a house with her. And Frances was just like, nice lady, but she was like, she would do this thing where it was like we had never experienced winter. We'd never seen snow before, nothing like that. And in the middle of winter, Francis would sometimes turn off the heat, like in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. So we would freeze, and we got like 2 or 3 blankets. We're freezing. And then the next day, my dad would, be like, Francis, is the heat broken? What's wrong? And she's like, no. She's like, my dog sometimes gets cold at night, so I just turn the heat off so my dog doesn't overheat. And like back home, dogs are like dogs. It's like on the street. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's like, who cares about the dog? Like,
what about us?
Fuck your dog. You know?
What about the humans?
He's like, my son has pneumonia. Why? It's just, buddy.
He doesn't like his dog to overheat.
Yeah. No. It was a lady. Frances didn't want her dog to overheat, man. But we were there for a little bit, and then we got an apartment right by Birchmount and Eglinton. And then we lived there for a little bit, and then kind of bounced around Pharmacy in St. Clair, Kennedy and Ellesmere. Just
how often did you eat at the Mandarin?
Oh man, we had to build up to that.
Oh.
I remember my first time there, and I was like, "Yo, you could eat anything." You know, like anything.
Yo,
I'm like,
buffets to newly landed immigrants are just
buffets.
like, wait.
bro.
I can eat till I die.
Yeah,
I can eat forever.
yeah. That was a trip, man. That was cool. But you know, obviously, everything that comes with it too. I remember moving into our first apartment. We didn't have furniture, and like we just had a couple of bags that had our clothes in it and stuff. So we found this apartment. We're like, hey man, we got to move out of this Francis's place, and we're like, can we move in here? And this guy's like, you know, do you have a record, like a, you know, like history of living in other places? Like just this lady, and just kind of really like begged the guy, like, come on man, let us take this apartment. He's like, all right, fine. So we get to this apartment, we move in. This guy's like, do you want us to like put the elevator on service or something? We're like, nah, man, just these bags. We just like walked in, just empty apartment. We just had a couple of blankets that we'd sleep on the floor. We had purchased a TV from a garage sale that we had on a couple of phone books, and 2 lawn chairs, just in the middle of the living room, just 2 lawn chairs, empty, like this. You know what I mean? And my dad would still like invite some friends that he had met. He'd be like, hey, come over. I have an apartment.
Yeah.
And these friends would come over. It's like a guy and his wife, and they would sit in the lawn chairs, but we had no other chairs. So now my dad's just posted up on the wall, just like leaning. You want water? We got nothing else, bro.
Holy
Why
fuck.
are you inviting people over, man? We got nothing. But slowly it starts taking shape. You know, you start finding like a couch on the side of the road or something. You find a love seat. You know, you start compiling this living room. You know, everything doesn't match. and-
Wow.
Yeah,
I love how the side of the road was the original Facebook Marketplace.
yeah, man.
Like,
Why
oh, there, it's free.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like for a newly landed immigrant to come to Canada, like it's as easy as going on Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji and Craigslist, and boom, you can furnish your whole house off the strength of that.
Yeah.
You know, there's actually this one service, I forget what they're called, but it's literally secondhand goods just for newly landed immigrants. So instead
no
of people
way.
like sending it off to, you know, Goodwill or whatever, they're like, no, send it to us because we're actually giving it to people that need it right away.
Buddy, I wish that service
You know?
existed for us, man. I wish we do. It was just between that and garage sales. That was like, and like Goodwill and like Salvation Army and
Salvation
stuff,
Army.
you know. And you do that for a little bit, and then now it's funny because like Salvation Army now is like cool.
Yeah.
You know, like Value Village, people go and it's like, yo, you got this vintage. I'm like, vintage? Buddy, we didn't want this stuff at all. That was like every time my parents like, hey, gotta go get it, you know, gotta go to Value Village. I'm like, oh man, I saw some new Nikes or something. But there was that. There was Byway. You guys remember Byway?
Byway,
Right.
Bargain Heralds,
Yeah.
Lacoste and Byway.
And what?
It had
Lacoste.
Lacoste. Yeah, buddy. It was. We didn't have I remember I had these sneakers. It was just plastic instead of like the rubber soles. It was plastic. You'd slide in these, man. It was just
Bro.
like. But that was like the growth, right? You went from like, you know, garage sales and all that. My brother had these. Oh man, our first winter here, my parents only had enough money to buy one of us a brand new pair of boots. So we went to this like Sears outlet in the West End, and I got myself because I was the youngest. So they got me the boots. But then for my brother, he's like, well, what do I do? It's like, don't worry, we'll find you something. So I think they went to like, you know, a garage sale and they found him these boots, and he put them on. And then it started snowing, you know, a little while later. And this guy his feet were getting really cold.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's this, these boots? The leather, they're supposed to be good, right? I don't understand why there's just, my feet are freezing, right? And like later on down the line, we found out that my parents bought him horseback riding boots. This guy's wearing horse boots. But picture this like foreign Egyptian guy with a mustache, yellow jacket, horse boots, so like everywhere in the school. It's just like,
So he looks like this Egyptian equestrian.
oh yeah, bro.
I was picturing those like pants that had like the things pushed up the sides.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that helmet that they wear.
Oh
and then
man.
the thing under his arms. Like,
Poor
hello.
guy, man. So this is this podcast has got brother in it, and that dude is the greatest brother ever, man. I love that guy. He has paved the way for me as a younger brother to, like, I think about in comparison to like my life to his life, he paved the road, man. This guy, he took all the. I mean, I took beatings too, but he took the heavy beatings. He just broke the ice, man. It was all him. You know what I mean? Like, are you guys big brothers, little brothers?
I'm
what are
big
you guys?
brother.
Your little brother, so you know.
I'm big.
You know, right?
We got it. Yeah, the little ones always get it easier than.
Oh, so much easier, bro.
Because they fix all the mistakes they made on the first one, and apply them to the second.
Yeah. Yeah.
They apply all the revisions to the second. Sometimes the second one grows up spoiled as a result.
Yeah.
But also sometimes the first ones get it right too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Not my case at all. I mean, maybe he got it right, but he. Daughters? They get it right first. Oh, true. Yeah, if it's a girl, it's almost like there's just a better moral compass or something. You know what I mean? But no, man, my brother, he's also a dude that was like a little bit bigger. So he like anytime I got bullied or something, he's my secret weapon, bro. Anybody I couldn't fight, I'm like, hey, Ahmed, this guy. Right here. Let's take this guy. Bless, man, bless.
So funny. How's wifey doing? She good?
She's good, man. She's good, man. Everybody's doing their thing, you know. He's surviving.
Yeah.
You know. And,
summer hasn't changed the vibe.
For what?
I'm just saying, you know how some summer comes and then like things slightly change, make either a shift towards the good or shift towards the bad. Or
it's good, man. It's good. Yeah, like everybody's in a good headspace. You know, that's it, man. Summer
is
brings
the opposite end of cuffing season, is what I mean. So
yeah.
When summer hits, it's just like it's uncuffing season. People want to be free.
No, man. No. Yeah. This summer's good, man. This also been a dark winter for everybody, right? Like,
But I feel like even I'm on bike and I notice there's like an energy from women that is like, oh, I haven't seen men, like, you know what I mean, like, and it's not like, oh, they're gonna hit on you or anything, but it's just an energy that and obviously it's coming from men too. We're throwing it back, like, so it's like meeting. It's like meeting in the middle of the street.
Get it. Phil, I gotta ask you something. Get it? Can I hear you on the mic real quick?
Yeah.
This guy says "rawr" in the corner. He's got something to say about. Because funny story, at one of my last shows, I'm not gonna air her out, but she sees homie at one of the extra Gavy comedy show. She comes up to me. She's like, "Yo, who is that fucking edible Filipino guy over there?" She said, "Edible, like I want to eat him up." And I was like, you know, I'm sorry, I'd love to hook you, but he's got his girl, and that's his loving like baby mom's and wife on the side there. So, you know, she's like, she's like, ooh, she bad too. I'll eat her up too.
Oh.
And I was like, she's like, yeah, I'll be the third wheel easily. They could roll me all day.
Hey.
I was just like, yo, you need to calm down. Like, how horny are you in heat? Why are you acting like this? She's like, just introduce me already, goddammit, Norm. So, all that being said, how is it affecting you now, considering you are, you know, the suitable suitor that you are, and summer is hit, and you got the new Tessie, riding the new Tesla with the cocaine white freaking interior.
Stop that. Stop.
You know what I'm saying? And the new braid up. You know what I'm saying? God, has things changed for you this summer, or things like, how's it going?
It always changes, I think, for me, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm first generation here, and I feel that our body needs sun all the time. So when sun hits me, like, look, fuck. Everyone's asking me, where'd you go? I have a tan. I'm like, I've been golfing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've been outside. So, yeah, it always changes, but
I'm talking about, like, the energy that you're getting from
100.
people sent, like, people
women, men, everything. Like, everyone's happier. But the women are
aggressive.
Yeah, they're forward now, man. Yeah. I've noticed that too. Coming out this dark winter.
Yeah.
It's been dark for everyone.
Pandemic too, right? It's like everybody's caged up for years, and then it's like now the sun's out, everybody's out, energy's complete. No, it's almost like nobody's wasting time anymore. There's no beating around, playing long game. Everybody's just straightforward.
Yeah, because everyone's thinking in their head like, "Oh my God, who knows when we're gonna go on lockdown again?"
Everyone's like, "Fucking Twisted Tea, fucking Mike's hard, fucking man, hard. Arizona new joints." Like,
where's the Four Loko?
The Four Loko.
Oh, man. No, I be seeing people going off right now, but like I ask about the relationship stuff because, you know, as majority of us here are in relationships. and I always wonder like what this pandemic summer season has done to relationships. Because normally my thing is summer comes and everyone doesn't want to be in a relationship no more. But now that I'm older, I actually don't want to deal with any of that bullshit. Like outside of relationships. We've dealt with so much in the pandemic that I'm like, I just need what I need. Right now it's just stability so I could build towards something great until another pandemic happens and then we're fucked. And we got to figure out how to live again, you know? So I asked that question because you have kids, we don't, and you're like once again a suitable suitor. There must be mad shit going down. And I just want to know the tactics of how people dodge. Now people be dodging like, because we were talking about the other day how like it feels so good when you turn down pussy. It's one thing to get pussy. It's another thing to turn down pussy.
Oh, it's better. It's better than
feels
getting,
better.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm in the age right now
Yeah.
where I'm turning down pussy and I feel great.
Because if you turn it down, you start the marination station.
The Marination Station. Hey, welcome to 103.5. This is the Marination Station with your host, John the Barber.
Yeah, how's it? That's what happens.
Yeah. No, it is. It's because you're in the band, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just where girls be like, hey, what's your name? Be like, sorry, I just gotta take this 1 second. Hello? You know what I mean? To be like, I'm above it? Buddy. Is there really a better feeling? Right? Right. Think about it. You growing up, you always not always, but you know what I mean. A guy's always the enforcer. He's always chasing. Hey, I got a peacock. I gotta show this girl what I got. But then you also get to a certain age where you're like, I just gotta be me. And then the second that locks in, and you're like, just like I'm me. I'm good. You know, life is gonna gravitate things to my direction.
Right.
Timing, right? And then you start to with that confidence, man. It's just something. You don't even have to be like, buddy, I am not in shape. You know what I mean? but
It's confidence, man.
It is. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Women
Confidence.
love that.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
yeah.
You want confidence
Everyone loves
before
that.
anything.
But I definitely do wish I was a little bit better shape, to be quite honest. I was like in the
You get there. That's
peak of
personal
winter.
goals, you know?
Peak of winter, I was like jacked. Then I let it go. Ramadan came along, so I was fasting. And then after that, I was like, buddy, just eat all the time. And now I feel like a bag of milk. You know what I mean? So, I'm like, shit, man, I let it go too far.
I've actually never seen someone as skinny as you eat as much as you do. Or
Oh,
the
buddy,
appetite as
we
you
don't
do.
play around, man. I think I've eaten with you more than I've eaten with anybody, really. We've had some insane meals.
Quite.
Remember those arepas in Montreal?
Oh.
Buddy,
Oh.
one night
Bocadillos?
we were. Was that what it was called? Bocadillos?
Yeah.
And we had the place upstairs. Was it upstairs?
No, across from what was it? Was it across? Was it La Belle Provence? Is that where we had it on top of?
La
No,
Belle
that's the one I had.
Provence.
So-
The Belfort Bones.
We had one of those joints that was above
Ah.
the spot.
We
Rossos
ate,
knows
one
about
night we ate
Provence.
like what, like 3-4 arepas each.
Bruh,
It was insane.
it was insane.
Yeah, buddy, I could down food. Like,
Where's that shawarma spot out here you fucking took me to?
Bustan.
Oh no, not
No,
Bustats,
not
Montreal.
Bustads. Not Bustads. It was
Empire, man. The shawarma empire,
Yo.
man.
Al Gadir, brother.
El Ghadir, right?
El Ghadir.
Buddy, that intersection is just amazing food. Every corner, other than the car dealership, obviously no food there, but the 3 other corners, buddy. Shawarma Empire, El Ghadir, Kunafa, which if you want some solid kunafas in that plaza where the Hakka food is, Hakka, buddy, stupid. Scarborough is the nation's capital of food. No one can top it. No one. I don't care. Buddy, I will even say Canada-wide, Scarborough has the greatest food. I'll argue with anybody through and through, bro. Who's got better food? Saga's pretty good too. Brampton's pretty good, but they're not Scarborough, man.
Yeah.
Scarborough's. I'm from Saga, but
Yeah.
Scarborough's
It's
hands down.
crazy.
Anytime, you know.
Facts.
Mississauga is just a clean Scarborough. Brampton is just Scarborough started a bit later, but in the west.
Okay.
So because Scarborough has been in the longest, naturally they've been able to amass more and more better restaurants because we've been this cultural hotbed for such a long
And the
time.
variety.
Yeah.
We got everything.
So let's go through the country. Like Thai. Where would you go for Thai?
Actually, that's one I'm just like, I don't really know about.
That's
Thai
more
food.
downtown.
Thai is a downtown thing.
Okay,
because-
okay.
Because when Salad King first came to Toronto, that started the Thai food boom. And
Yeah.
that was right beside Ryerson.
That's right.
Okay.
Like everything was just like, all right, we're going downtown.
So Chinese food, which is
They would say perfect. People would say Dragon City, even though it's been slow, shut down because of health reasons. I'll still, even if it has the yellow sign, and it's not
I'll
green,
take the gamble, bro.
I'll take the gamble, okay? I want that shit.
Yeah.
But,
Perfect is the classic staple.
Perfect is a classic staple.
Yeah. Late nights, just watching bare Tamil guys duke it out inside, throwing shit at each other. Hey, Anna, what do you say about my mom?
I've seen so many Tamils fight there. It's so
Insane fight.
And sometimes when there's police there, still like eating, because the police will go there every time I've been there, a police officer's walked in to buy food and bounce.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is I don't know what their timing is, but at least on 3 occasions, I seen 2 big Tamil groups get into a fight and then take it outside. Because everyone's like, yo, take us outside or we're all going to fight. Right? So they'll take it outside and then, cops will come in and we're like, man, we just came here for food. Now we got to possibly get stabbed by a Tamil tiger.
What about burgers?
You ever get a peek into the kitchen and see the army of 65 Asian dudes cooking up a storm, bro?
Straight slave labor. Like
Just insane.
It's bad.
Back squatting.
Yeah, on the milk crates.
Yeah.
What about burgers?
Burgers. I mean, people will talk about Johnny's. People will talk about there was Big Boys for a little bit.
Fish and chips.
Ooh, Duckworth's right over there is real tasty.
Is that the one by the convenience store? I remember there being a fish and chips spot by a convenience store, and I've never had it.
What about the real McCoy? Those guys
Halibut.
got fish and chips?
Yeah, they do.
That fish and chips, right? These guys got burgers, pizza.
Jamaican food.
The thing about Scarborough is they're not known on like they won't get flashy promo from a blog TO.
Yeah.
They'll get thrown on lists, but then they'll never you'll never see features on places in Scarborough like you'd see in downtown Toronto. Like, oh, you got to go to Patois for the best, Chinese Jamaican food in downtown Toronto. But then, and then they'll overlook a Twice as Nice. You know what I mean? And Twice as Nice isn't out there they don't have press to send out, say, yo, we're going to do a press run here. They don't give a shit. They just we just serve our food and people love it.
That's been consistent for years.
For years.
What about that spot? Remember that spot we went to the ACR, the doubles, the Trinity doubles? It's right off of Midland and Lawrence.
Yeah.
Proper, man. Yeah. That's crazy. Trinidadian doubles.
Mona's is the
one.
Mona's is the one.
Mona's roti,
Drupati's,
Jesus.
Mona's. But I don't know where Drupati's went now. I'm sad.
Buddy, I'm telling you, man, food capital. Nothing's going to top Scarborough. Nothing. And you guys have all traveled different parts of the world. Have you ever seen that diversity anywhere else? You know what I mean?
I preach that when I'm away.
Yeah.
You can't go to every single country in the world in one city.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Every cuisine from, Afghan food, Somali food, Ethiopian, Trinidadian, Filipino, literally name it.
I got to say, I'm not a big Ethiopian food guy. You guys big on that?
I love it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What do you guys usually get?
I'm plant-based, that's why. So I just,
Oh, true.
There's a lot of combination.
Okay. So you get that Anjara bread with the...
Yeah, everything, the whole...
Buddy, that bread, I don't know. I think it's because I grew up eating so much pita. The flappiness of the bread, it's like skin, bro. I'm like, I don't...
But that's the thing,
something about the texture. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here.
I feel like they're
It's
the only
different.
ones that
It
do
is.
bread in that manner, right? Flat bread, because a pita is very similar to, a tortilla.
Yeah.
And a tortilla is similar to,
Roti.
And
Yeah.
you could see the gradual gradient, but they're all within the same family, and then all of a sudden injera this fluffy, soury dough. That's super soppy and almost gelatinous to an extent. But because it's I like enjoying things the way it's supposed to be enjoyed. I don't want it to be changed to my palate.
Yeah.
I want to understand why you like it so I can enjoy it in that same manner.
Facts.
When I first tried it, I was like, this is interesting. But then when you start to eat it with everything else, and then have their amazing Ethiopian coffee at the end of it, it's you understand the nuance of everything and then appreciate that for what it is. You can't look at it and be like, oh, it sucks because it doesn't fit my palate.
Exactly.
You enjoy it because it's an experience that differs from everything else that you've had.
What's the weirdest shit you've ever eaten?
I would have to say,
I knew a Puerto Rican girl that. Oh no, we're talking about. I thought we were talking about food.
yeah. I was gonna say anything that has to do with just blood,
Same.
Like blood sausage.
like blood sausages, blood diniguan, blood stew. There's in Taiwan they have these blood like skewered sticks that like you dip in peanut sauce, and it is anything bloody that has no meat. It's just like coagulated blood.
Oh,
It throws me off.
Yeah.
Anything blood throws me off, but when like certain things that I don't know what they look like in their original form, but I still eat it. I'm like, what am I eating? Like, yeah, and this one Trinidad guy's like, you ever try curry cascadoo? I'm like, what is a cascadoo? I couldn't even find it online. I'm like, I guess I'll try it. Like, oh.
It's on the second page of Google.
They said it's some form of sea creature or sea urchin.
Cascadoo?
Yeah, let's
That
see.
sounds like an insult, man. This
Yo,
guy's a
would you call me?
cascadoo.
Cascadoo. Let's see here. It's a Trinidad. Oh wow, it's a type of fish. It's a.
Cascadoo.
Oh, I guess it's like a really, really thick, scaly fish. Like the scales are.
Buddy, that sounds like a mode of transportation, buddy.
Yeah.
We used to take the Cascadoo up the street. Buddy, you guys drive? Nah, man. Hop on my Cascadoo. Let's get there.
I have two of them.
Yeah. Yo, this guy's got 2 Cascadoos.
Holy!
This guy's caking.
Oh, some places call it cascadura. I guess the Latinos call it cascadura fish. Or
That's crazy. Bro, we have a fish in Egypt that like you guys do like a lot of fermented stuff in the Philippines too, right? So it's like
it's all fermentation.
yeah. So we have this type of fish. It's called fasikh, and that's like the just by the sounds of it's gonna be insane.
It's aggressive.
And it's very aggressive, bro. The way it's prepared is they take the fish, they clean it up, they salt the shit out of it, they wrap it up in like a bag and then a cloth, and then put it in a cool place for like a week or two. Take it out, wash the salt off, resalt it, put it back in a dark. So it's just really, buddy, it's rancid. And then when you're ready to eat it and you open it up, your house smells like garbage.
Oh.
It's actually garbage, bro.
Yeah.
And Egyptians go crazy. Go, you got fasikh? You eat it with onions, bro. They'll eat the onion like an apple. They'll eat like a pita. They'll grab the fish with some olive oil, eat it, bite of onions, man. And when I was in Egypt, my mom told her friend, she's like, I've been craving some good fasikh, and it's got to be prepared properly, because if it's not, every year, like, a bunch of Egyptians get food poisoning from fasikh because it's not prepared right, but they still do it every year, bro. Every year, they're like, gotta have the fasikh. So then my mom went to her friend's house, and she's like, I gotta have good fasikh, and her friend's like, I know the best fasikh in Egypt. So she goes, and she gets this guy to get it. And one day she's like, you guys want to come over? And we're like, all right. So my mom and I go there. This is 2019, the year that the Raptors won the championship. And we go over to this lady's house. And as soon as she opens the door, I already smell it, man. I'm like you haven't taken your garbage out in like a few days. And we walk in, and the table is pure fasikh, onions, and I'm like, oh man. And I'm not a fan of it, and I never have been. But
it must taste good.
But and I've tasted it before. It's just it's salt, man. It's just salty.
But that's
super salty.
They need the salt for it to preserve.
Of course,
honestly.
of course.
So Filipinos have our own thing. It's called a bagoong. Okay.
Bagoong.
Bagoong. And there's the brown version, and then there's the pink version. Okay. The pink version is just to make it look like it doesn't smell as bad as it does. Yeah. You see the brown version, and you're just like. But you open the lid and they smell both like this. It's exactly what you're speaking.
It's trash.
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about because that's what we have. Yeah. But it's fermented shrimp paste.
Oh.
So it's still seafoody, but it's just like now it's a shrimp paste. Sometimes they'll have it mixed with the small baby fish and whatnot.
Does it taste good?
It tastes. I always say it tastes like it smells like death, but it tastes like life.
Oh, man.
Right? Because it's one of those like salty things you can add to things, and it'll just. it just makes it taste that much better. But it's just so seafoody that, like, if you're not into seafood, like, that pungence will be too strong.
Yeah.
But so at this one restaurant we used to work at La Mesa, like, they would mix it with like some syrup and cook it down a bit with some garlic, onions, chilies, and then they would puree it, because it's kind of like chunky, right? So they would puree it so it was like a perfect nice puree, and they'd make a nice beautiful smear because that pink color is so pretty, and you just dip your roasted vegetables in there, and it was really tasty.
Yeah.
But it just smelled rancid. I remember this one time, I was at the airport, and I was walking through the airport. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This is a big ass. We're in Pearson. This is a big fucking airport. How could such a putrid smell be like taking over this whole? Because we walked from one side to the other. I'm like, yo, why does this place smell like Lola's, bro? After she opened a jar of bagoong, man. And then I looked at this white lady and her dog, and I'm like, of course. I walk up and I'm like, no, this dog doesn't look gross, and this woman is a bit like uppity, so it can't be them. And then I look to the side and I just see like 6-7 different airport officials like surrounding this Filipino woman as they're like emptying her full suitcase of all of these bagoong jars that she was trying to bring to Canada, but they broke in her bag. So they had to dock because the smell took over the whole plane. So they had to dock and take out all her shit. No. They were supposed to go to, I think, Winnipeg, but they had to stop at Toronto. You need to dock right away. Just get the shit out of here.
But you can't really open up a window on the plane.
Right? The turbulence shook, broke up that shit, so boom.
Oh,
That was gross, man.
Buddy.
Till this day, I laugh like, who's more of the terrorist? Those 9/11 guys or the Tito over here with bagoong and like land, made the flight land. And in fact, you know what? That should be the new security measure. In the case, like your plane is about to get jacked, they should be like in emergency break bagoong bottle.
There's a little hammer that comes in.
Oh my God, you can't fly this plane into the buildings. No way, I can't breathe. Land right now. Sorry, Allah.
No, man. Dude, you know what I realized that day? I forced myself to eat the fasih, and I liked it. It was the turning point. I was like, because if everybody likes something and you're the only one who doesn't, you gotta question yourself. I mean, okay, you could stand your ground, but also I'm like, when in Rome, you know what I mean?
With food, not music.
With everything, just because it's growing. Changing is growing, right?
True.
So you're seeing a different perspective, and I'm like, and I sat with my mom's friend's family, and these guys were digging their hands in, and this guy was grabbing the fish with his hand, putting it in my plate, and I was like, yeah. And I like embraced it. I was like, yo, put your fingers in the food. Let's go. And I ate it, buddy. I just felt like I became like at least 20% more Egyptian that day. Like, yeah.
It's like Along Came Polly when Ben Stiller's like watching her like using her hands. Like,
yeah, just sweating.
You like spicy food? Yeah, I like spicy food.
Buddy, throw yourself at things, man. It's the best way to just learn something new, gain a new perspective. It's the best, man. Again, it's changed my perspective on fasih, which my whole life I'm like, did you guys pick this out of a trash can? this dinner? Like, just put it in the plate. But bagoong though, I gotta try that next time.
I will. You know what?
Try it with mango.
Oh, that's why it's
mango.
Weird, man.
Sweet and salty.
Oh,
I still haven't figured out
right?
the fish.
Nasty, man. Sorry.
No, I'd never figured out fish and fruit. Okay, when I see people doing that, like, just dip. It's the saltiness that we like. But I'm like, yeah, but you're ruining the sweet, beautiful scent of mango with the putrid scent of freaking fermented shrimp. Like, no. But Filipinos live by it. But then I realized every tropical country has a salted fruit of sorts. What do the Mexicans have with that salty, limey spice? Tajin. Right? They put the tajin, and they have those like fruit vendors. They'll just serve you a whole like cup of fruits with the tajin. Like, that's just really good. Trinidadians have chow.
Yep.
You know, the fucking mango chow and thing, man. You ever drink the chow juice? Like at that, like so. It's what? It's just salt, garlic, shallot-berry, cilantro, and Scotch bonnet peppers. Yeah, and then it's just like real spicy fruit, and then whatever like juice is left in the corner of the bag or in the bowl.
Gotta drink it.
That's gold there, man. you drink them things, man, and you clear out. You know, like whatever disease you have, you drink the chow juice, gone from the time you drink it.
Oh man,
That is it.
we mix watermelon with feta. That's a big thing. You just not as fancy.
Ooh.
That's solid, man. Solid, right?
Watermelon and feta.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
shit.
Super salty, super sweet. You know what I mean?
Don't Indians have a salted mango or like a salted? I swear, there's a salted fruit that you guys have.
Everything.
Yeah, that's true.
They spice everything.
That's true.
Like, there's all different types of ways to do it, but they spice anything. I personally don't like it. I like fruit.
Just
Fruit.
fruit.
Fruit by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
But they'll spice up anything that
Yeah.
can be spiced up.
I just started to like fruit and chocolate. You know, I don't even like fruit and chocolate together. When
Yeah,
they
I'm
do,
not a
like,
fan of that.
You know,
Yeah.
when they do fondues or any of those things, I'm like,
Yeah.
you know. However, fruit and pomponut sugar. Oh man.
What's your favorite fruit?
Oh, mango. Mango. Not even a question.
Mango.
Mango tops the chart every time. Yeah. What you guys? What's
Orange.
orange?
Yeah.
Florida boy over here with
Okay,
the orange.
okay.
Orange. all
Vitamin
the
C. All right.
My favorite fruit is the forbidden one. Whichever fruit that is.
It's the
long
lambada
as
of
it's forbidden.
fruits.
If it's forbidden, that's the fruit I want.
When I eat it, I do the lambada.
Mangosteen.
Mangosteen. Okay. Mangosteen.
What is that?
It's like the outside is hard. It looks like a
plum
Looks
almost.
like a plum, but it's you break it open and then there's like little pods of. It looks like a white orange,
Yeah.
but it tastes like fucking juicy fruit.
Damn.
You know what? It's like,
Something, I don't know.
Mangosteen.
do you,
That's what it's called.
you ever had soursop?
No.
So soursop is for property is my favorite for that, but like mangosteen, mango, that's right.
I gotta look it up, man. Mangosteen.
Soursop will cure cancer.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, man. The leaves, you boil the leaves, you drink the tea. Yo, Dr. Sebi.
Goyabano.
Yeah.
Goyabano leaves, man. Damn, man.
I had to say it. Fuck.
Dr. Sebi. COVID-19. Now we're for sure banned.
Yo, want to do an outro so I have it on camera? And then you guys will continue,
Okay.
and I'll edit it to the left, you know?
What do you? I know how to. What do you guys feel? You want to keep going?
I mean, we can end it off now. Why not? Like you
We're
could always
strong.
end on a high.
Yeah. If we feel it's been strong, why you want to get in for the outro?
It's all good. They know I'm behind the camera.
Okay, Rosos is behind the camera right now, but he's handling it. Rosos, in case you didn't know, Sos always handling it. Thank you, brother.
Yo, shout out Russ.
Real quick, anybody got anything going on before we sign off? Got anything going on? And you let them know about the oils. Let them know about something. CMOS,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Let them know.
Yeah, CMOS, shout out Zaza CMOS. You know, hit me up. Philo FP on the gram if you want some. You know what I mean? Stay healthy during this time.
Facts.
If you want as beautiful, glowing, radiant skin as this fine specimen over here, go grab some of them freaking Zaza, CMOS, and Isles. Momo, what you got going on? These shows coming up?
I'm in Grimsby, Ontario tonight. Actually, though, I've never been to Grimsby, so by the time this comes out, I'll be back. Hopefully, if I make it back. What else I got going on, man? When is this dropping? When you guys have this dropping? Oh, okay.
It drops when it drops.
Really? Okay. So Saturday, I'm gonna be doing a little comedy album recording.
Hey! You're doing it. It's
So,
happening.
Yeah, it's a secret show, so just slide into my DMs. I'll tell you exactly where it is.
And what is the name of the album? Let them
Oh,
know.
Homeroom Habibi.
Ooh, that's the name of and a half.
That's it.
Yo, we were going back and forth for days. Like, what do we call it? Norm?
Yeah.
What do we call it?
Yeah.
And when you told me that's what it was, I was like,
Homeroom Habibi.
that is
Yo,
it.
Norm is the design king, by the way. Design king. This is the guy you go to for any of
I
your
am.
designs. He doesn't accept anybody, but if he accepts you, consider yourself one of the lucky ones, because this guy's a master and a king at what he does. All right,
sir. Thank
this
you,
man
sir.
right here is a legend. All right, we should do a Canadian heritage moment on him, possibly a Filipino heritage moment as well, if we
Yes.
can squeeze that in there.
And John, I know you got some crazy shit going on this weekend.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
JB.
This weekend, we have D Blocks coming in from SC Bikes. Should be crazy. Shout out to TDK Rider. Shout out to Dunbar. Shout out to
Long
Harvester
time
BMX for making it happen. You know, it's gonna be nuts. Anywhere between 700 to 1,000 riders. Yeah, I know. So if you hear about it or you see about it, just know not to drive that day because it's gonna be crazy.
Just stay away from downtown. That
Yeah,
day.
just stay away from downtown. I'm
What day
giving
is this?
fair warning. Saturday.
Oh, this comes Saturday.
This Saturday.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So, yeah, it should be big, but
Everybody got something going on this Saturday. So you got your recording, you
Yeah.
got D Blocks,
Keith Mode.
Keith Mode.
That's this Saturday too.
This Saturday.
Keith
Keith
Mode.
Mode, man. Shout out Keith Pedro.
got a whole new hour, fresh off his Juno nomination and his Canadian Screen Actors Award nomination. So that's going to be the big one-man show, all part of the Toronto Comedy Festival. I'll be there hosting for the God. Yeah, man. It's bro, it's going to be a jam-packed summer. We're only in May.
Yeah.
We're only in May, guys.
Everybody's
Things are
jammed
gone.
right now.
It's people are already freaking out like, oh man, I got too much on my plate right now. What more come Caravana, OVO Fest, JFL? Like the city is overwhelming at this
I'm gonna be going to Costco a few times.
point.
It's jammed, bro.
Jam.
El Ghadir, shut up.
Yo, and I'm gonna be in Philly and New York. So if anybody listens from Philly or New York, please holla at me. I'll be in your city. I'm trying to figure out what to do out there. Actually, no, I'm going during the Roots picnic in Philly. So
Oh,
that's gonna be
wow.
crazy.
Oh,
I didn't
damn.
even know the Roots picnic was happening. We just found out it's going down there. So
Damn, let's go.
it's gonna be crazy.
Let's go.
But yeah, man.
Let's go.
And that's that. If we want to do like the nice, proper, formal goodbye. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending the His Brother the pod. Thank you, everybody, for attending the His Brother Podcast. I'm Norm.
John the Barber.
Muhammad.
And behind the cameras, if you didn't know so, but now you already know so, Mr.
Rosso.
Rosso.
Yes.
And the man behind the boards, Mr. Billis. This is
That's it. Mastermind.
Terminal 16, live from Scarborough. Good night, good day, good life.
Let's go. Let's
Jammed up
go.
right now. This is so good. So blessed. Yeah.
Mass Cap is going on. People go there just to party outside.
A little
play
bit
music,
different.
Yeah. So these guys are just jammed right now
I feel
too,
like the
eh?
s'mores cookies are the ones.
I always wondered what mass meant. I thought it was a church thing. You're going to mass.
Mass, yeah.
But it's really, the mass.
Ah, okay.
But because everything is happening during like just before